The following video contains strong language and adult content matter. Viewer discretion is advised. We at YouTube also apologize for Scott McGoldrick's strong opinions. A gay guy getting emotionally involved in strangers' relationship issues. Typical.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is time for some poor advice. It's time for poor advice when I'm done being nice. Poor advice. So I'm going to be reading some agony aunt questions and answering them as best as I can. P.S. I got this Barry M lip kit from ASOS and it is fucking amazing. I think it was like £2, £3. This is in the colour Go To and I am obsessed. It feels so moussey, and usually liquid lipsticks are dry as hell, but this, especially the lip liner, I don't know if you guys can see, it needs sharpened right enough. I've overused it. This is the liquid lipstick. It's a nice nudie brownish colour. Anyway, this is not about fucking lip kits. I just really wanted to say you should totally check that out on ASOS. P.S. I really need to do a faves and graves video because I've got a lot of fucking products that I am not happy with, but I've also got a lot of products that I'm loving, so I think I will film that soon, ASAP, because I've got some vlogs and stuff to edit as well, so. Why the hell is this intro so long? So the mask I'm going to be using, fucking fly, I think I can fly my camera angle. So the mask I'm going to use for this poor advice, I don't know if you guys can see it, hopefully you can, but it is the Nip and Fab Glycolic Fix Face Mask. On the back it says it's a high potency pore tightening gel mask to perfect exfoliate the complexion. Our highest level of glycolic acid combined with Evermatte, whatever the fuck that is, I'm not a scientist, technology to gently smooth away the appearance of lines, wrinkles, whilst clearing and reducing a look of enlarged pores. Skin is even more toned and visually smoother. I love this little baby. I use it once a week. I noticed a massive difference when I was using it after a while. I have got really bad texture, but it's kind of getting better. It's getting better, ladies, okay? Or boys, whoever the fuck's watching this video. Let's just jump into some poor advice. This little agony aunt is going to answer your questions as best as he can, okay? Oh shit, I'm not even putting my face mask. So I'll put on the face mask first before I start with the exam questions. Why can I not speak? My brain is not focusing. I'm just going to put a little bit in the back of my hand. It says leave it on for 10 minutes, so we've got 10 minutes to answer as much advice as we can. Oh, I went to drive-in movies last night at midnight and seen the movie Clown. So it's like a horror. I mean, it was okay, the movie, but it was just the experience that was fun. I wish every cinema was like that. You could just take your own blankets, cigarettes and wine, that's what we did. Well, I obviously drank the wine while Ross drove. But we went back to his and drank even more. I've got vlogs of that coming up, so I won't like talk about it too much and give it away. So just check out that vlog, okay, when it comes up. That will be very soon. I'm going to edit it tonight. I've got a lot to edit. I've got so many old vlogs as well that I have not uploaded. So many unused videos that could be totally turned into some sort of fucking documentary, by the way, because I've documentaried a lot in my life. And when I'm down, I record and talk to myself in the camera just so I can get shit out. So I've got video clips of me really opening up. And I would love to like create it into some kind of documentary thing, but who the fuck's gonna want to watch that? Yes, I went to the drive-in movies at M&D's last night and it was so fun. The experience was fun, and the fact that it was midnight, it just made it even more appealing. It was like some old 50s experience, like we went back in the past. It was amazing. Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking shit now and just jump straight into answering some of the agony aunt questions. I've got my mask on and we've got 10 minutes, so let's do this. My boozy husband is such a letdown. My husband is drinking yet again and I feel so let down. He has fallen off the wagon so many times. Now I've lost count and I think I've finally had enough. His alcohol addiction has become such a problem it is affecting the whole family. I personally have dealt with addiction my whole life. It runs in my family. My father's an alcoholic, my mother was an alcoholic, my gran, papa, aunts, uncle, like everyone has been affected from alcohol in my family. The weird thing is I didn't turn to alcohol, I turned to pills. That's a whole nother story. But from personal experience, I know how much alcohol can fuck up the whole family. I think if he doesn't want help, if he's not ready to get help, sometimes it's best to just cut it right there, but you are married. And I'm not saying divorce is a bad thing or a good thing, but sometimes divorce is the answer. If you are so unhappy, if your whole family is affected by this guy's decision to keep drinking, I would either take a little break, make him go sleep on this sofa, make him go sleep somewhere else, and really, really let him know that you're serious about divorcing his ass if he does not quit drinking. Hopefully you've spoke to him and communicated how much it's affecting the whole family, because he may just assume you're just moaning like a wife would. Like, usually when people are married for so long, they start moaning and bickering about little stupid things. Obviously to you this is a massive thing, because alcohol is a fucking demon. Like, addiction is just, it's just the devil, and it is truly a disease. But if you've spent a lot of your life in this marriage just looking after a fucking baby, I think it's time you told him that you're gonna divorce his ass if he doesn't get clean ASAP. And if he doesn't listen to you, then you gave him the option, you told him what was gonna happen. He has to stand the repercussions and deal with the fact that his addiction has fucked up his life. Although it's tough because it is an addiction. Sometimes that bottle is your best friend, it is your lover, it is your soulmate, it's the only thing that understands you, and it's a lot easier to say you're gonna give up something rather than doing it. So hopefully you understand, and you've done some research on addiction yourself to understand how big of a burden it is on him as well, not just the whole family. He's obviously gone through some stuff, because most people turn to the bottle if emotionally they're going through stuff they cannot handle and they need a crutch to lean on. So try and get him to open up, try and see why he's turning to drink. There is obviously a reason, and it may be from his past, it may be stress at work, etc. Understand why he's drinking. If he doesn't open up and let you know, you can say you tried as best as you can, and at least you can lay in bed after you divorce his ass and realise it wasn't your fault at the end of the day. You tried and tried and tried, and he just didn't give back. So, the conclusion to my answer to this agony aunt question is divorce his ass. That sounds so bad. If you have communicated how much it's affecting your family, your life, and your marriage, if he just doesn't care, then that's his problem. He can go face his addiction somewhere else rather than bringing you down and your whole family down. That's the thing with addiction, it affects everyone around them. So the fact that you have managed to stay in it this long, you should be proud of yourself, because a lot of people just cut the losses straight away, like I did. I was in a relationship for a while and I felt as though this person drank a lot, and if you're watching this video, sorry, it's a truth word I told you. But the reason why we split up is because I could see myself turning into my parents, and I did not want that. That was the worst thing I could ever imagine. Even though I really liked or loved the relationship we were in, the fact that this person drank like a lot to deal with certain things in his life, it was just the fact that we had fun when we were drinking, but after a while the fun just stopped and we turned into my parents and we're fighting over some bullshit. I truly believe he suffers with his own addictions and I suffer with my own addictions, so putting two addicts together is never a good sign. So I had to think about my future and both of our futures really. I didn't want to waste our time, and it was hard, but after some time you realise you made the right decision. And if they are still fighting with their addictions years later after you've divorced them, then that's proof that you really couldn't have done anything to help them, sadly. I hope your husband really does get the help he needs though, because addiction is a motherfucker. So I do apologise, and I wish you the best, and I hope your relationship works out for the best, but if it doesn't, you'll be fine when you're single. You will be fine, girl, okay? Just look after you, you're your number one priority, okay? You cannot live your life through other people, or live your life trying to save people, because a lot of the time, people just don't want to be saved. Anyway, that seems a bit depressing at the end. Best of luck. Let's go on to another pod advice agony aunt question. Yeah. Is this mask making my face red? Can you guys see this? Like orangey reddish or something? It's doing something to my skin. That's weird. Well, you can really see it here. Yeah, I think it's just the mask because it's stopping up here when I never put it. That's not okay. I've never noticed that before right enough. The mask feels so refreshing and so good. Sponsor me, Nippin Fab. Sponsor me. How dare my flatmate move her sleazy, grubby lover in with us? Flatmate's grubby lover howls and screams his way through lovemaking. She didn't even bother to ask me if I was okay with him sharing her bed. He knows I'm currently single and sex-starved, and I'm convinced he screams I'm coming as loudly as a foghorn on purpose. I can't stand the creep. He is always looking me up and down. It's got to the stage where I dread being alone with him because I'm afraid he's going to drive across the room and ram his fat tongue down my throat. Grr! Your flatmate clearly is so self-involved that she never thought to ask you if he could move in. That's not fine. That is not good. Is the flat owned by your flatmate? Because surely you can do something about that with your landlord. If there's 3 people staying in the house instead of 2. I'm pretty sure if your landlord found out, they would be bumping up that monthly payment. So if it comes to it, I would slide a little email to the landlord and say this bitch has got her man staying here free of charge. Then perhaps she will get her shit together and tell him to go back to wherever the fuck he came from. The fact that she never asked, that is just so rude. Yous both share this flat, yous both pay towards it, so she should have to come to you and at least ask if it's okay. That's just not right. And this prick that she's with, he should get a grip of himself. He sounds like a right sleaze. If this man is affecting you in a way where you don't feel comfortable sitting in a room with him, something weird is going on there. I would bring up to her, like face to face. Do not send an email and all that, like that generic bullshit. No, what flatmates do. No, because that stuff, that can just get nasty. That's when people start putting names on stuff in the fridge and all that other bullshit. Sit her down face to face and explain, this is not okay. This is some bull to that shit. Tell her, get a grip of herself, tell him to move the fuck out, say maybe it's okay if he stays at the weekends or once a week etc, but not every damn day, and explain to her that you do not feel comfortable in the same room as him. Maybe she will start to get a little bit freaked out and stop inviting him over as much. I mean, obviously don't destroy the relationship, I'm not saying that, but or am I? Hey, no! Sorry, my 2 cats at the window fighting. Well, actually I've only got 1 cat, but this other cat I feed her like every damn day. Hope hates when it sits in her spot, so 2 of them like fight at the window and you can just hear the window getting slapped. Anyway, what the fuck was I saying? I really just going to take this mask off. I feel as though all I say in these poor advice is communication, 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 because that is the most important thing. Even if it's flatmates, family members, work colleagues, communication is key. You need to explain how you feel, people, because a lot of the time, some people are self-centered, some people are just so oblivious to hurting other people's feelings, so they're not psychic. You really need to sit them down and communicate and say this is not okay. You're going to start that passive aggressive shit where you're like, why didn't you leave the hot water on? Why did you do this? Why did you do that? And it's just going to start more bickering. I'm sure you're better at communicating than I am. See, I can't even speak. Anyway guys, so you can get the Nippin Fab skin. So you can buy the Nippin Fab glycolic skin fix mask from Superdrug, Boots, any drugstore really. Yeah. Do your research, I'm not fucking Google. But it is affordable and it does do the skin wonders. My texture is looking a lot better since I've been using this for maybe half a year now, on and off. My battery's low, you mother. So thank you so much for watching this week's Poor Advice. I have got some other videos coming up for you. I've got vlogs, I've got faves and graves, etc. So that'll be all up soon. So be sure to hit the notifications button and the subscribe button. They're not there for my fucking health, okay? They're there for a reason. Click on them. I need to stop swearing. It's so unflattering and so fucking what's that word? I don't know. I just talk one load of shit, don't I? So I need to go and take this face mask off, guys, before it just seeps into all my pores. So be sure to hit subscribe, like, and all that other bit. So be sure to hit subscribe, like, and all that genetic bullshit. Insert here. What all the other YouTubers say? Like, hit notification button. Hit subscribe. Oh my god. Use my Morphe code 10% off. If you want to watch, it's fine. If you don't, it's totally fine as well. See you next week or whenever. I don't know. I don't know your schedule. Love ya. Mwah.